Es gibt viele Leute, die fragen sich, warum wir nichts von Friedrich Merz gehört haben über den Terrorangriff in Bielefeld. Die Antwort ist einfach. Guys, it's an easy answer. I'm going to tell you what it is in just a second. It's Thursday already, end of the week. Fantastic. End of the week, Thursday, the 22nd of May, 2025. It's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in Germany. This is the Insanity Report for today. And yes, it is insane that the Chancellor of the country didn't react at all, unless I missed something, right? Didn't react at all to officially it's not a terrorist attack, but it is, right? It is a terrorist attack in Bielefeld over the weekend, right? Yet another. So now we've got terrorist attack in Mannheim. We've got a terror attack in Solingen. We've got a terror attack in Aschaffenburg. We got a terror attack now in Bielefeld. I probably missed one or two. And we got to remember, guys, there is a knife attack in Germany multiple times a day, right? Now, that's not always going to be, immigrants or something like that. No, but a lot. We know the numbers, guys. Don't have to try and lie. We know what the numbers are. The numbers are released. The Bundeskriminalamt, releases statistics over this stuff. Oftentimes they have to be sued to get the statistics, right? But they release statistics, and the statistics are pretty clear that the majority of knife attacks happening in Germany on a daily basis are committed by immigrants, legal and illegal, right? And the one in Bielefeld is no different, right? And yet we didn't hear Friedrich Merz, the Chancellor of the country. Actually, he's the mini-me of the Chancellor of the country, which is actually Lars Klingbeil, the SPD boss, right? Basically, that's him. He's the Chancellor because he basically dominated the negotiations, right? He got everything he wanted, and Friedrich Merz got zero, right? So Friedrich Merz decides as Chancellor to not even, just to pretend that the Bielefeld thing didn't even happen, right? Didn't even happen. We didn't hear shit from him. And the reason why is because, first of all, he doesn't care, right? Because if he did, he would say something. He just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about the people's families that were attacked, right? He doesn't give a fuck about the people that died. He doesn't give a fuck about what's going to happen to the guy that did it, right? He's probably going to be not convicted because he's mentally ill. I mean, we've got to take into consideration, guys, that these people, they're completely fucked in the head, and we have to deal with that and pay for it. You guys got to understand, right? I mean, that's the way it works, right? Absolutely bananas. Okay. And also, it's not politically expedient, so it's not politically beneficial to Friedrich Merz to talk about this, right? It's better for him to pretend like it didn't happen. Friedrich Merz is a leftist, right? He might as well join Die Linke. He's a leftist. He's a woke leftist, because woke leftists don't live in reality. They pretend for as long as they can that reality doesn't exist, right? Right? They always lose because eventually reality does come knocking, and then there's no way to avoid it, right? Friedrich Merz is going to run into that problem probably sooner than later, hopefully sooner than later, when the reality comes and kicks his door in. But right now, he's basically a woke leftist who is better off pretending that reality isn't real, right? So he pretends that this knife attack in Bielefeld just didn't happen. Because if he talks about that right now, he's going to have to, again, answer a bunch of questions. It's so hard being Friedrich Merz, He's got a tough life. You got to understand. He's going to have to answer a bunch of questions about why he is not doing his proposed immigration policy. And he's going to have to answer, and he's going to have to say, well, the SPD won't let me do it, guys. And even if the SPD let me do it, right, because they're running the show even though they lost the election with only 16% or 14% or some shit like that, right? He's going to have to say then, well, even if the SPD did go along with it, right, then the EU would not allow me to do it. So guys, you got to understand, I can't help you if people are getting stabbed in the street every fucking day, or people are dying from terrorist attacks, or if people are getting run over at Christmas markets. I really can't do much about it. You know what I mean? I tried. I said I would do it, so you'd elect me. But now I'm just not going to do it because I can't do it because the SPD won't let me do it. I don't really want to do it. And then we got the EU to worry about because they make all the rules for everybody. You know what I'm saying? They're like the king, right? We don't have a one-person king anymore. We've got like a whole group of unelected people running the show in Brussels, and they decide what to do for everybody. Okay? What can I do? That's basically Friedrich Merz's standpoint. So for him, he's got to decide, okay, do I have to go out there and answer all these questions again and, try to somehow iron this out to make it look like I actually am doing something, and I've got to try to make these people believe me, and the only way they're going to believe me is if I shut the fuck up, if I don't talk, right? He's right. He's right, right? Like, the shit that he says, we don't believe any of that shit, right? We judge Friedrich Merz by what he does. And what he does is ignore the fact that there was basically a terrorist attack on the weekend in Bielefeld. That's what he does. So that's how he gets judged. And now we have to speculate, right? Which is what I'm doing. I'm speculating as to why Friedrich Merz didn't come out and say anything about this, right? And the answer is simple, like I told you. The fact is, he would have to answer too many questions as to why the immigration policy that he set forth, that he promised he was going to do before he got elected, is not happening. And why there are still regularly people getting murdered by illegal immigrants, right? Because most of the time it is illegals, right? There's a lot of immigrants, but most of the time in these major things, these are immigrants like this guy that have been denied asylum but still get to stay because, we don't know who he is and we don't know where to send him. And even if we knew where to send him, we can't send him because they don't want him. So, we're fucked all around. We just keep digging our hole bigger, right? That's what the German government does. They just keep digging and digging and digging and digging. The hole just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. These motherfuckers don't get it, right? So it's all the same blah blah as it always is, right? It's not even trying to change. Yeah, they're going out with the border controls, and look, guys, we stopped 32 people while we let 1,500 people in over non-border control areas, right? The thing is, this kind of shit used to work when there was no internet, right? And people were basically asleep at the fucking wheel all day. Then this kind of blatant lying used to work. And that's how these people are used to operating. They're not used to having to prove their work, right? They're not used to having to actually do what they say. They're not used to getting caught in lies over and over and over and over and over again, because most of the time that kind of shit just didn't get out. People didn't get all the information. The internet has made that a completely different world. These people have got to start getting used to the fact that everything they say we can find on YouTube. I mean, everybody in the fucking world can find everything these fucking politicians say on YouTube. Like nothing is hidden. And they pretend like the internet ain't even there. They're just like, oh, we'll just lie about it again. So we'll just tell them this and do that. They're never gonna know. And then when we know and we notice and we start talking about it, then they try to take away our freedom of speech and freedom of opinion rights, because like, well, these fucking people are telling too much misinformation about what I said, even though what I said is what they said I said. You know what I mean? And it's on YouTube, and it's on Rumble, and it's on X, and it's on every fucking social media site ever. But we're gonna pretend like I didn't say that, and we're gonna arrest the people that say I said it. It can't get any crazier, right? It just can't get any nuttier. So, hey, listen, guys, again, the message is simple, right? The message is simple. It's the same message almost every video I make for Germany is. Remember, right? These people are ridiculous. And not only are they ridiculous, they are dangerous. They are deciding over every aspect of our lives, whether it's if we can get natural gas from Russia to have cheap energy prices, which we can. We're not allowed, right? Because their moral fucking high ground is more important than our welfare. That's already clear. We can't decide what kind of heater we want in our house. We can't decide what kind of car we're going to drive. They are strangling us at every chance they get in this government, right? We can't talk about this. We can't say that. We can't say everything for Germany. We can't. It's all there. They nitpick every little fucking thing all day, every day. You know what I mean? And it's unreal. We got to get rid of these people, please, people, please. You know what I mean? If you want this country to get even close to back the way it used to be when it was once prosperous and thriving, you cannot vote for these establishment parties that are ruining the fucking place, right? Again, I said it in my video yesterday. The same people that voted for the CDU, right? You people that voted for the CDU. What you want the people that destroyed the fucking place to also fix all the problems they created. That's never going to happen. Right? That's never going to happen. It's just as simple as that. The only party that even stands a chance of fixing the major issues in this country is the AFD, right? And if they can't do it, then it's basically fucked, right? That's what I think. But these people aren't going to do it. These people only know how to operate on smoke and mirrors and lies and deception. That's it, because they can't actually do the things they say they're going to do and the things that they know they have to do. They can't do those things. It's so bad that the Chancellor of the country won't even make a statement about a terrorist attack in which I think 4 people were either severely injured or died, maybe more. Even if it's 1, who cares? One of his citizens was murdered by an illegal immigrant that he is responsible for letting into the country. And he won't even make it. It's that bad. He can't even he has to hide from that like a little pussy, right? Because if he makes a statement about that, it's going to become a little bit more clear to the last dumb motherfuckers out there that actually Friedrich Merz is a fucking liar. So now he bitches won't say anything. This place has turned into fucking clown world, people. Clown world. Unreal. Unreal. Think about it. Think about it. It's crazy. Vote AFD. Next chance you get. That's the message. What I can't do anything else. You know what I'm saying? I can't say anything about it other than that. That's the chance you got. Elon Musk was right. Is right. That's it. That's it.